sandwich cards. Sandwich. Here you have sandwich cards. You take these. Go make some sandwiches. Here we have orders. Go make some sandwiches. Okay? We have some orders. Okay. Greetings, collective, wherever you are tuning in from. Here it's the morning. I tried to get this message through yesterday, but it got deleted somehow, and I have to make it again. Here, we got some orders, baby. Got some orders. So make sure you take care of these orders, okay? So for you guys, I was seeing this. It's more significant about the number than anything. So there's an order on the way. Someone could have placed an order recently, or you are first in line for something. I'm exhausted. I'm not a morning person, and hopefully my toddler lets me get through this, because it's either life circumstances interfering, I think, or the information you need to hear. So I'm gonna go with life interferences getting in between this transmission. I'm just gonna open this up. I am seeing hamburger again. Hamburger could be significant. Maybe you or your person is like really keen to eating out at like burger places often. I'm seeing the letters, the numbers 11, 13, letters K, M, O, Q, and the S. This may be significant. Okay. Watermelons may be significant. I'm seeing ice cream. Definitely that could be significant. I'm picking up on someone's birthday. Their favorite dessert to have is ice cream. Someone's fond of watermelons. I'm seeing dog. Someone's dog is very significant. That's also with the number 1, so that's very significant. I'm also seeing turtles. I've been seeing turtles a lot recently. This represents like something happening very slow and steady, but strategically aligned. I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to try to keep this PG because my son is here. I'm seeing lion, so someone could be Leo or be a very strong person. It's giving gladiator energy, so someone could enjoy to wear like the shoes that spiral upwards on the calf that you could tie off. Someone could be born in May or in the springtime. I am seeing all of this. Someone can have a boy, a young child that is a boy. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm hoping you will be able to hear me, but or if not, a girl as well. So it can be vice versa. Someone can enjoy painting, wear the color purple often, or the color brown may be significant. I'm getting that there could have been like a major event that occurred when COVID came out, and that could even still be applying to your situation right now as well. Okay, that was a lot. I usually do get a lot because I know there's a lot of people that click through and need these messages. So, oh yeah, I should have done this in the beginning. So, I pray upon this reading that all angel guides, ancestors, and God, the higher being, to protect this reading from the beginning to the end. Let no enemy drain the information from this reading, and let there be no spies, and only the good may come out of it, none of the harm. Alright, that had to dissolve because there was already something involved that should not have been there. Alright. So, clearing the energy. Remember that your words are powerful creators. We are powerful co-creators, and words are a tool used to create things. So literally what you say is what you are creating, whether it's subconsciously or in the physical, when you are declaring it to another person as it being a declaration, a contract, like a verbal contract, a decision that you make, or just communication in general that will also influence the other person in their decision making as well. It can impact their life simply by you saying one word. So just keep that in mind. If I was picking up on that. I'm seeing the word motion or motivation. The numbers 7 and 11 can be very significant. I just saw that. Today is December 12th. Someone's on their path to discovering their true self. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna pull one more. Okay, I should have shuffled it, but I didn't feel like doing that. Yeah, this is some heavy stuff. Okay. So I'm protecting your reading because there's something that really doesn't want this reading to get out. Yep. So the bottom of the deck we have this card right here. Okay, this is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. And basically this card, it's very symbolic, the fact that it's very damaged. So you or your person have went through a lot. Okay, you've been through the night of the soul. You have conquered many things or are in the process of doing so, and it's left some damage on you. Because you feel like you were kind of like just picked on, and you might have been the person, or your person might have been the one that's always saying like, oh, why me? Why am I always the chosen one? Why am I always the one that has to suffer, that is the black sheep of the family? Things don't work out for me. So this specifically has to do with finances, and I'm seeing that you want to be someone that can give to people, but I'm seeing that there's a excuse me, oh my goodness, something doesn't want me to get this message. You know what, I'm gonna tap into that, make sure that nothing is, that you're not being harmed in that type of way. But wait, give me a moment, wait, whatever it is. Honey, are trying to get this message. Speak to leave in any way, shape, or form. I protect this reading and send any equipment. Okay, let's see if that helps. That definitely helps. So there's someone in your energy that is intentionally wanting you not to hear this message. They don't want you to, because they don't want your cycle to be complete. They want to keep you one step behind, at least, all the time, is what I'm seeing. Today's a very significant day, so if this video reaches you on December 12th, take that as a blessing. and as your catapult forward, but you must take action, and you use it to your advantage. Sorry for my toddler in the background. What can I do? He can talk, right? But yeah, so this is what it feels like. Actually, it feels like a step backwards. It feels like imbalance. Maybe you gave something to someone, but in return that caused you to become imbalanced. So instead of having like this on both sides, there's some type of imbalance here. It has to do with like finances. I'm also seeing a family dynamic where maybe you're giving more to your wife and not to your daughter, or you're giving more to someone and not to someone else. So that can be relevant, but that's what I'm picking up on. I'm feeling a lot of feminine energy with that though. And you may be the masculine watching this. Usually that happens. Usually I speak to masculines for some reason. This is your current energy. Well, at least that's what I'm feeling. Yeah, I feel like you... Okay. My spirit team just said that's what I get for not setting the intention more clearly before starting, because there's a certain way to read tarot, but I just go with the flow. And this is current energy, so it's 5 of Cups in reverse, so that's actually a good thing. So you've come out of, or you are coming out of, the state of despair, dissatisfaction, disappointment, and it looks like you're healing, but more so it's overcoming that despair. It's forgiving yourself. You're accepting that you need help, and by that it's helping you to rejoin the world. With the Ace of Wands, yeah, motivation, Ace of Wands, yeah, you're moving through this energy. You're still a bit damaged. You still have that mindset a little bit, like you're still wondering, why me? Why is all this happening to me? Why am I always the black sheep? But I'm still going to be the black sheep and go through the fire to transmute everything that I need to transmute, so in order for it to come out the way that it should. This is giving me a lot of earth energy. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It's very money oriented. But that's what I'm seeing here with this card. It's just moving forward with confidence. Even though it doesn't say that, it feels like a new idea. An inspiration, something that's been growing slowly but steady is what I saw with that card, but something that maybe you've been sitting, if it feels like you've been sitting on this idea for a while and now you're finally taking action. Zach, I see you. Zach, why are you just swirling the potato in the bowl like that to make noise? Look at all the toys you have. You could even use the truck if you wanted to. Okay, sorry about that. That's what it feels like, an idea you've been sitting on but you never took action on because you were comfortable or never needed to, never got around to it, and now you are. However, Star card in reverse, you're not feeling very lucky about this. I don't like to use the word lucky because that doesn't really resonate with me, but you're not feeling like this will really work out. Yeah, like, you're doing it, but yeah, let me cover that. You're doing it, but you're not putting all of your energy into it because you're afraid that it might not go the way that you want it to go. But you do have a lot of hope. And you are trusting your intuition that you're doing the right thing. Okay, Hanged Man. You're seeing things from a different perspective though. So despite that you despite everything, despite your thoughts, your circumstances, the people around you influence you a lot. You know that something was growing. You know that something can grow. You see the potential for it growing. So yeah, it feels like you've taken a moment out to just reflect, think about this a little bit more. So it feels like a pause. Because you were seeking guidance, wisdom, either from within or without. But that's very mature. Again, that's feels like earth energy. But it can be any sign really. Okay. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, perfectionism. They're saying you need to let go of that though. You can't, like, okay, so I'm gonna give you some background on what lessons I've learned on this journey. Not saying that I'm better than you or anything like that. Please don't. I was picking up on that. It's not that. It's just simply that we go through karmic lessons, and that was one of my karmic lessons, was to not be so nitpicky. Don't think about it. They were saying, don't think, just do. Don't think, just do. Use your intuition. Don't think so hard all the time because you're wasting time on that. And I was hearing a lot of TikTokers and YouTubers say that, like, just post it. Just post the video. I know you have a lot of drafts saved. So stop waiting on it. What are you waiting for? Why are you overthinking this? Because you are overthinking it. You should not have to put effort into something that is your destiny, that is something that is your calling, that is something that your body is already synchronized to overcome. It already has the eternal wisdom. It already has the inner knowledge. The body does not need you to tell it how to reprogram itself, how to heal itself. It knows how to do that. Your soul knows the way. Your soul is in fact guiding you towards the way. You do not need to pray on it more. Yes, go ahead, pray on it. By all means, but you don't need to figure this out. If you feel you need to figure this out, that may not be entirely true. You will figure it out along the way. And that's how it's supposed to be. Oh my God. I'm gonna knock somebody out. That's just the Aries in me. I'm gonna knock somebody out, and someone's gonna cry. That's what it is. Okay. For some reason, for this pile, I want to choose these cards. Timothy! Shut up, or I'm gonna be really annoying today. Just going with it. This one wanted to come out that way. I'm literally about to throw these cards at his face, and it's taking every cell of strength, every structure of my being, not to go over there and throw these cards at his face. I'm an Aries moon, so yeah. Page of Wands under the Five of Cups. So it feels like, yeah, it's really going together with the first message that you were forgiving yourself, allowing yourself to understand, accept that you need help, that you should not do this alone. Not that you can't do it alone, but you should not have to do this alone. And that's okay. That's how it's meant to be. You know, we don't go against the program. We have to flow with it. And that's what you're doing. You've overcome the burden that you're feeling with this. And the Page of Wands is showing me that you're taking that initiative with some confidence. It may feel a bit shaky, it may be a bit nerve-wracking, but you've stepped into that version of yourself that can do it, that can take on the pressure and knows where to go because of their inner guidance. Yeah, it feels like a compass. You just feel pulled to it, and you're just trusting those pulls. You're trusting those intuitive nudges. You're expressing yourself the way you want to express yourself because you understand that that's what you need to be doing. That's really funny that this card is coming out again. This was bottom of the deck. So, under the Ace of Wands, however, there is that element of doubts because of the imbalance, because there was proven imbalance in the past. So it looks like that's what this is. You're afraid of failing. And it's also difficult for you to like give because you are so possessive. Timothy, stop. It's crazy, I have to yell at my husband. He's not my husband. I don't like him like that anymore. That's what it feels like. You want to give things, but you feel you don't have anything to give to a feminine, possibly more than one feminine. With the Hierophant, it came out sideways. So what that tells me is that it's leaning towards spiritual wisdom and like somehow religious beliefs are kind of tied in. But at the same time, you're kind of questioning that perspective, that old identity. And you're kind of challenging that as well. Because it doesn't feel like it resonates anymore. Three of Wands. know what this is, but I received just now like a symbol. It looks like a lightning strike. It looks like a constellation. It looks like a triangle. It looks like the letter Y also. I don't know, that's so strange. I've been marked. I wonder why I've been marked. Anyways, they're trying to that's symbolic, definitely. And I'm confident that the collective I'm tuning into, that they understand the deeper meaning behind all this, and they don't see just the shallow side that, oh, that's a demon marking you, or that's this and that. You know, the collective I'm tuning into, I feel like you have a higher understanding, a higher consciousness, and that you are spiritually awakened to understand the truth and to see the reality of the transmissions that come through and to decode the information as given to you. So that is why I share all that information with you. So this is like not like a level 1, level 2 type of reading. The collective I'm tuning into, like, you are the highest among the high ranked, just so you know. Because I have a very incredibly high spiritual rank. I didn't ask for it. It just, it's who I need to become. That's why I'm doing this. But yeah, I'm getting off topic, but just so you know, I'm picking up on that, and it's important that you understand that I understand and see you for who you are and your worth, and I see where you've come and your battles and your triumphs, and I see not your battle scars, your worth, the gold medals. I see all of your accomplishments, and that's how I see you, and I just want you to know that you're among the highest. So it's like if you take Spanish 1, Spanish 2, 3, or 4, that's not even a question right now. You're way advanced that. And that's not arrogance. That's just like the reality. So you're like way more advanced than you could ever imagine. But yeah, so let's continue. So I was seeing this card. Woo! I feel something. You have something to say. Leave it in the comment section down below. But this card, I'm feeling tension. 3 of Wands. Again, I'm sorry about the background noises. What can I do? I can't control them. Maybe that's your life. Maybe you're dealing with a lot of like T-Rex looking, sounding, acting people that are just, you know. Maybe that's what you're going through in your personal life, but I'm seeing that under the Eight of Pentacles. So, and my throat is closing up, so just be mindful of that. Don't know what that is, but
I'm not doing anything. He attacked me.
Okay, be quiet. I have another message for you. If there's someone in your life, whether it be feminine, masculine, mom, dad, friend, acquaintance, co-worker, business partner, whoever it is, if there's someone that's not wanting the best for you, that's constantly draining you, or that enjoys to see you upset, angry, sad, confused, that person's not meant to be in your life. They're just a karmic, and basically they're just an NPC player that's passing through. That's a message for someone. But with this, yeah, there's a warning right now in your present that you cannot continue to be be the perfectionist that you are. Okay, that can be an asset when applied correctly and in moderation. Your perfectionism is your source of stagnation. It's your source of impatience. It's your source of frustration. It is your lack of focus. You take yourself out of the vortex, if you will, out of your rhythm, your momentum that you've built. That takes a ton of energy. So don't let that go to waste. Don't forget that. Your perfectionism is really what's doing all of that. The overthinking, the wanting to get it all figured out and have the perfect strategy. I understand you don't want to fail, but they're saying take what you know is right, the first step forward. The first step forward. Okay? This is about step by step. And you can think about the future, but don't. Really, they're saying the best thing is to let go and to trust your inner guidance. Because for you to make a plan, for you to sit down, think for hours and hours about how you're going to make this plan perfect, is you telling the universe and you telling God and you telling your spirit team that you don't know what you're doing and that you are not equipped for this position, so you are withdrawing and handing that to someone else who can, because that's actually how it works. If you don't take it, they're going to give that to someone else. And I'm pretty sure you've seen that already in your life. That's how it works. It's not cold-hearted. It's just that they need you. They need you. And they're not going to take it away just like that. It would be you deliberately giving that away, giving your power away. You know, they give you a certain amount of time to get it together. But if you have it now, it's because that's what's meant for you. You have the inner knowledge. You have to take the first step. Okay? As intimidating as it might feel, okay, you've already got it. You're in the right frequency, the right people, the right situations, circumstances, decisions, opportunities, ideas, creativity will flow through you. Okay? You are hot, burning red hot right now. This is for you. This is your moments. They don't want you to leave until you have that printed on your head. They want a receipt proven. They want an essay written of your innate understanding of this transmission, of this information. They want you to literally prove to them that you understand and that you've learned the lesson through this reading, so that you can finally step into your power and be who you were meant to be all along. Doesn't mean you're going to become that person tomorrow or the next day, week, month. This could be a long time. But that's exactly why they need you to step into it now. There's no more second guessing yourself. There's no more waiting for the right person, the right time, the right finances. That stuff doesn't exist, okay? It's now or never. Now or never. And until you take that plunge, how are you ever going to find out? This world the universe is exponentially, if that's even the right term to use, expanding forever. There is limitless abundance, source, and that's what you are connected to. You have everything you need and more. In this world, this matrix, is going to try and tell you that you don't have it because you need the money to have it. You need to have the right connections, the network. That's not how the universe, that's not how God works. When God has something for you, he's going to give that to you, and no one else can take it away from you. And that's what they don't want you to know. Why? Because that is the enemy. That is the system of corruption. That is who we are up against. And that's why you are a light worker, because you bring change. That's exactly what you are here to do, chosen one. Here you are. Compensation. Clearing debts. Hopes revived. Lessons learned. Look at that. Good luck. Wasn't I just talking about luck? That's so funny. And there's the religious congregation again, is what they are saying. Okay? You're about to show them. There's some sort of religious affiliation that has been holding you back. This can be family, this can be etc., etc. But guess what? The people that knew you before, the people that knew the you were, are obviously not going to accept, especially depending on where they are in their spiritual journey. They're not just going to accept you to change, because change makes them uncomfortable, because they are not where you are leveled spiritually. And that's exactly how it needs to be. You are not here to make people comfortable. You are here with a purpose. You are here to push, to question, to bring up a bang. You are here to stir up rooms. You are here to emotionally charge people. You are here to trigger people. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. That's just who you are. And so the people that you live around, I'm seeing two females. I'm seeing a daughter. I'm seeing a wife or a mother. Take this how it resonates. But that's what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing that they don't want you to go a certain direction. I'm just going to say it how it is. They don't want you to be the chosen one, because that makes them uncomfortable. They don't want you to tap into this new age spirituality. They want you to keep going to church with them, because that's the version of you that they felt comfortable with. They don't want to face their own shadows. They don't want you to grow. It's not that they're your enemy, but they're here to place that challenge onto you, because that is part of your soul purpose. That is part of your spiritual growth, your awakening. That's what you are here for. You don't have to save them. You don't have to be worried about saving them, because they are on their own spiritual journey to acknowledging that themselves. Okay? Sending love and light to your family, but definitely here, this is the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. Lots of opportunities. Oh, wait. It's in reverse, so you may have lots of opportunities, but it looks like that you have one thing and one thing only. Oh my God, Zach! My friend! Are you okay? Oh, shoot. Here you go. Stay over here. You're safe over here. You're safe over here. I'll bring you a piece of apple. One second, wait. Where's the apple? Where's the apple? Where's the apple? I got some enemies as well. You're corrupt. That's a guess. High knowledge. You have no idea who's in that. Here to pour blessings. Here to watch over us. I'm so sorry. Here, I can give some of this. again. Don't even test my patience. Oh my god. No, you better calm down. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna give you the rundown of what just happened. So my toddler, there's a spiritual protector that consistently keeps returning into this apartment. It is in the form of a ladybug. And the ladybug, I'm not, I can have different interpretations, but the ladybug is here with the sole purpose because it is attracted to the frequency, to the, I'm a singer, I'm a songwriter, I emit that light energy, especially when I meditate. And so this can be an ancestor. This can be, I feel deep within my soul that is a spiritual protector. It protects us while we're sleeping. And I know it's crazy to say that, but it's here with plenty of purposes. Plenty. Trust me when I say that. And so my toddler just kind of like damaged its legs. And so he had the intent to kill it. And that's not nice. That's not nice. I've had many challenges with my toddler. And, I'm karmically tied to my ex. He has a ton of karmic baggage. And he doesn't want to face it. He prefers to add on to it. So that's why I kind of gave that message about this is a prime example of what you should and should not do. So he's not meant to be in my life anymore. And I know that, but I'm stuck with him until further notice, right? That is the danger of soul contracts. You don't know who you're getting involved with for how long. For how long. So, and now I have my son that's kind of like an extension of that. And I love him, but that's just how this world works, right? I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. That's literally how this world works. And so, yeah, like that just really triggered me in the worst way because I'm like, how could that happen, right? I had to put it on a towel. I was feeding it because it's like a sacred guest. I like to think of it. It's like I don't have guests over. I don't have pets here. I don't like pets. I don't like any bugs coming in here. I like my place clean, and I don't talk to anyone unless I intentionally decide that they are safe and good to talk to and to have around. So having 43 on the timer, having that bug here was highly significant for me. It's an honored guest, and so it should be. I can feel the connection deep within my soul, the heart chakra lighting up when I see this bug. We are just vibing together. As crazy as that sounds, that's literally what's happening. But it's here to guide me. You know what I mean? So that's the moral of the story. But here with the Seven of Cups in reverse, end of stagnation. That's what this is. You were thinking of all the possibilities of how this could go within that perfectionism, and now I'm seeing that under the Six of Pentacles, where there was blocked change because of the perfectionism, the stagnation that it was caused by. Now you are entering in the near future. This is near future energy, clearing that depth and ending the stagnation, returning to focus. There you go. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. I love that for you. I didn't want this to be more than 30 minutes, but I'm just so empathic. I'm like, no, I have to if I just jump on here for 20 minutes like other readers do, I'm just so dissatisfied because I'm like, I can't get out all the words that I need to say and feel satisfied with that. I'm not dissing other readers, but I'm also not just going to give you 20 minutes of my time because I don't feel that that's appropriate. Under the Hierophant, sideways, we have Two of Wands. This is a card of planning, action. Planning is gone, so that's not it. It's literal action. It's long-term fulfillment, passion. using your exploration, intuition. So you're literally going for it. Not only have you ended stagnation, you are entering this. Why? Because you've released this battle, this spiritual battle that you had of the Hierophant, and that came out sideways. I wanted to put it upright. They're like, don't do that. That's not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be this way. So I read it this way, and you're coming out of that religious confinement, if I may say, because each has their own confinement within the community, into your own personal beliefs, and you challenging the status quo. You challenging that, because that is your soul's purpose. That is, you are returning to who you are. You are returning to your primary state of being. You are returning to your eternal freedom as you were and as you should be. And that is what this is. You have not released that, and now you are finally free. Now you are finally taking action because you took care of business. That's what that is. 5 of Wands. Under the 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands in reverse. Was it this way? No, it was this way. So yeah, this was the element of stagnation, disappointment. You weren't sure where this was coming from. You're like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Well, I'm here to tell you. I'm popping that bubble and opening your eyes wide open. Excuse me, that's how it needs to be. But I don't know why I'm talking like that. But that's literally what was the cause of it. And now that you understand that, 5 of Wands. Some sort of diversity, opposition, discord. I'm seeing egos clashing. Not your egos, but there's some sort of irritation between the people around you. Remember I told you, like, there's some sort of family dynamic. There's like some sort of third party situation. I'm not talking about third party that way. I'm talking about like a family dynamic. Like there's people around you, close people around you. It could be friends, family, whoever, coworkers. They're not liking this new version of you. They're not liking your new frequency. You're not aligned, baby, and that's okay. You're not meant to make them comfortable, and that's what's triggering them in the near future. So it's a warning. It's a heads up, like, hey, yeah, you're going to take action. You're going to clear that debt. You're going to have your success, right? Success is defined in different... You're going to have the accomplishment towards your goal, towards several goals. You're going to go in that direction. But that does not mean that they will have the same that you will have. And that may cause some envy. That may cause them to say, who the F do you think you are? That may cause them to say, well, that person's got an ego. That may cause them to talk about you. And I break any curses. Because that's not my intention. My intention is only to deliver the message. So that's for you. You got this, chosen one. I feel for you. I really feel for you because I've been through that. I'm gonna pull blood. Since if you stayed until the end, thank you so much. I'm gonna be pulling a few more cards because you need to have as much guidance as you possibly can right now, and that's what I'm here for. So let's start with this one. I want to pull a shadow card, advice, and then I'll read from there. I'll read some advice. I know this is like a super long video, but I'd rather it be super long with me giving you the exact information you need than you not receiving what you need and wondering where's that voice that you need to hear. Toad. This is giving me like a transformational moment, like when the Princess and the Frog, like, oh, that's so cute. I live in Atlanta, and I'm really tied into those cultures. I'm really attuned to the I'm fully aware of all of this, and this is not coincidence that you were brought to me and that I live here. So you may very well be living in Atlanta as well, or somewhere in the South. I'm getting like Louisiana, I'm getting Kentucky. So where are you tuning in from? Let me know. But I'm seeing like Princess and the Frog moment where the princess kisses the frog and then the frog turns into turns into a human again. Anyways, however the story is supposed to go, I don't know. I don't really watch it. I haven't watched it in a while, but besides the point, this is a transformational moment for you where you are going from the small version of you to the large version of you. Okay, we're gonna keep it moving because there's a lot. Haunted house. Oh my god. Are you living in a haunted house? No, not literally, but I feel like your living environment is like pretty haunting, pretty toxic. It doesn't let you sleep at night. It's vigilant. It feels like the walls are watching you. It feels like there's like monitoring spirits. It feels like there's like entities, demons. Oh, I don't like that for you. I don't like that for you. It says within these haunted walls, secrets reside. Ghosts are just memories that will never die. Okay, I don't know how I feel about that, but definitely I see that there's like there's a light in here, and that's you, chosen one. You're the one that's keeping the light in this place, keeping them, the protector, the illuminator, the keeping them at bay, right? Oh my goodness, I feel for you. What does he need to know with that? Oh, yeah, let's move to the next one and see. Okay, gargoyle. So yeah, it's really ugly, but in stone uncarved, let alone in the cold. Al was watching over, protecting stories untold. So you have a protector. You've been assigned one, so you feel like you are monitored. You feel like this home is haunted, that you're living. This is a living hell, but there is not a monitoring spirit. This is different. This is a high ranking spirit. He, it is a masculine, is specifically not designed, assigned to you and your situation in that haunted house because he has the capability of protecting you, because who else to protect you than someone within their own elements, within their own darkness. They had to assign someone of darkness in order to protect you. And I know that sounds crazy. I know you're like, wait a minute, but that doesn't sound right. I don't care. That's how it is. And if there's anyone to tell you, it's me. Because I specifically relate to this story. I know exactly what the F I'm talking about. This is protecting you. You don't have to talk to it. You don't have to, just let it be there. Let it do its thing. But just know that you are protected from not just, what you were taught, but something that they sent specifically for you. That's how blessed you are, chosen one. You weren't sent a spiritual lion. You weren't sent just any angel ancestor, though they may be protecting you. You were sent something from the other side, because that is how powerful you are. Okay. That's actually a good thing. That's actually a good thing. You have no idea. Okay. Owl. Wisdom. I'm hearing sacrifice. I'm seeing moon shift, moon phase. What does that mean? That has to do with shadows. Lighting something on fire. Yeah, like lighting people on fire. Not literally. Oh my god, that sounds so bad. No, it's the illustration of burning things down, purification. It's not destruction, it's how you see it. It's not a shadow, it's how you see it. It's not manipulation, that's just how it is. That's how some people end up, one place, abundant, rich, happy, everything, and then other people end up in the other place. You're like, how'd they end up there? Because of perception, because of value, whether they want to learn their lessons or not. Let's lighten the mood. I'm gonna pull some angel oracles. Yeah, I don't care that they're like the complete polar opposites. That's exactly what you need right now. Abundance. Abundance. That's what you need to see here right now. And I'm even going to read this for you. Let's see. Abundance. It says great abundance will find its way into your life. Your plans will yield prosperity, providing a sense of security about the future. Your angels will be with you as you take the actions necessary to manifest your dreams. Abundance is not always financial in nature. You may be seeking to manifest new ideas, a large circle of friends, vibrant health, or romantic love. This card can also reflect an inflow of any of these types of treasures into your life. Open your arms to heaven to receive with gratitude that which you desire. There you go. There you go. Anything else? This person. Yeah. Okay. That's a lot. That's a lot. They have a lot to say to you. There you go. Success. You have romance. Okay, you're getting it all. This is what's meant for you. Perfect timing. Romance will come at the perfect timing is what I'm getting. Ask for help from other people. Remember, I was talking about that. You realize that you shouldn't do this alone. You shouldn't have to suffer this alone. That you should ease up your burdens. It's fine to talk to people. It's fine to socialize. I don't know why I'm saying that. I personally don't like to socialize too much, but I keep my circle small. But it's okay for you to ask for help from other people. It's okay to do that. It's okay to network. It's okay to, that's fine. That you should not have to do it all alone. And it says be assertive. With those people that are quarreling, that may come in opposition, be assertive. Don't let them just walk all over you. Keep your boundaries firm. Know your worth and just keep that, because you are who you think you are. And that's just that. I don't know why I want to pull more tarot. I want to see. Okay, they're telling me that's all the information you need. That's all the information you need. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching. If you stayed until the end, be sure to subscribe and like this video for more. Share it with a friend if you feel called to. And if you want to book a private reading, I do have private readings up, so I will leave the link in the description box below. It's also in my bio if you're interested. I hope this helped. Leave a comment if you feel called to. I would love to know where you're tuning in from, just to see if I'm getting people from Atlanta, because I've been seeing that popping up a lot as well. Okay, sending you love and light. Take care.